to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Ross. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to slither by and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play here for Buffalo.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good 1st step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
50 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Orchard Park where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And just a yard to go here on second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Carmen. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give them 8 that time, and it's a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 2.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. John Ross, his 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
chains now, 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
148 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This for the lead in the final stages.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
It's a gain of 10 and an Eagle touchdown.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's back to throw. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Philly.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw, rolling to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Allen.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Here's Allen.
He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You never